How's it going, YouTube? Welcome to the Cosmic Ray channel. I am your host, Cosmic Ray. Tonight, I want to talk about what I like to call story time with Cosmic Ray. Now, with the Storytime Cosmic Ray videos, they are my truths, my stories that I tell that are truth to me. Now, you don't have to believe in any of these story times, that I tell you, but just letting you know from me to you, these are things that are happened to me that are true and true experiences. Whether some of them could be in dreams, and others like real, like life 3D type style, events, moments, in my life. Tonight is one of those. I just want to talk about two quick things, or actually one quick thing, and then one more of a traditional story time. Uh, this takes place just one day before Thanksgiving or Turkey Day, if you will. And really quick, when I was over at like my sister's place, with my kids, I was headed to my car late at night, and I wanted to be able to just have everything ready so when we leave, that night, to go back home. Just wanted to, quickly have certain things, happen. So I want to kind of make sure everything goes along really quickly. So I was trying to put away some stuff. So I was by myself. I was bringing some things into the car, and where they live, you can see the sky really nicely, with the stars and whatnot. Yes, and what ended up happening, it was just one of those moments. And don't get me wrong, it's not like I would never look at the stars. I do, but it was just one of those moments where you just feel that just for whatever reason you're just looking up, right? Just, I don't know, for that moment, just that there's peace, and just looking out, not many cars out, a different kind of setting, mood, if you will. And I just so happened to look up, and looking up at the stars, and it wasn't for a long time. It was just yeah. So right when I was looking up, something in the middle of the sky, not like from one side to the other, but it's like as if like something just middle, all of a sudden just like right here or something. But it was obviously way up in the sky. And the only thing I can really describe, well, let me just tell you. So all of a sudden I see this light going come down. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have seen like shooting stars, whatnot and whatnot. And with shooting stars, sometimes I see them go from one side to the other, just like that whole "the more you know" thing that goes from here, to there, kind of. And for me, it was weird. It was as if it manifested just out of nowhere and just went like sprinkled down. It was a little different kind of moment. Now, I don't know what this, I don't know what this, not this, but I don't know what this moment was, for me. It was as if my brain trying to interpret logic, and of course that doesn't usually work when it comes to spiritual things, but I was just, for that moment, I was already caught up in the, the Turkey Day, being with family and whatnot, feeling good vibes, good love. Then all of a sudden you come outside, and then I see this thing just out of nowhere. Now, I was making up things in my mind. I was thinking, oh, maybe someone shot a drone down or something. I don't know. It was as if something exploded, like this light, and just like started like just light dust, just fell and then just vanished in the middle of the sky. And I mean, I know no one, end up kind of shooting down a drone in a sense, but that's what just seemed like. I don't know. I was trying to think of something logical what had happened, but I couldn't. Obviously, this moment, was for me, whatever that means to me. Either I just, hey, you just saw a shooting star or different version of one, or whatever it is, right? But anyways. So it was something that on that same night, a good friend of mine, his birthday as well, and I wasn't able to kind of share that experience, and in a sense, neither could he, but I feel like this particular person was, with me in spirit, and trying to let me know, even though things may not seem good on the outside, that things are still good, on the inside, or at least in the etherical, sense. Um, so that was just one. Okay, so this other story, talk a little in depth, and my apologies, if I'm kind of going from one side of the story to the other. This is just something very odd, and I'll try to explain to it logically. However, as you know, Storytime with Cosmic Ray, nothing seems like normal, a normal kind of story. So let's just say one day, I'm at my 3D job, and this is very in this late night, and this happened about 3 4 days ago. So let's just say today right now is it was a Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. I said this happened around maybe Sunday or Saturday, possibly. And it was at nighttime. I can't remember the exact time, maybe 8 p.m., maybe a little later. It was raining, I will tell you that. Now, a lady and her daughter was walking with an old woman, and I thought this older woman was with them. But this woman with her daughter was saying, yeah, woman with, sorry, if you're new to this channel, when I do this, it just means like the candles are kind of confirming my truth, if you will. Anyways, so they came inside, and I really thought that when they were telling me this, I just really couldn't believe the story in a sense. She goes, excuse me, sir, this woman is unable to find her car. Can you help her? Now, in my mind, I'm like, okay, well, why'd you bring her here? Are you, how would I know? I don't know her car. It's like I said, it's late night, it's dark outside. Now, it's an older woman. I do have a soft spot, to try to help people. So I'm not trying to be, a jerk or anything. It's just one of those random moments where I'm like, oh, I just had to be me, right? It just had to be me for them to come up to, versus all the people in the world. And it could be not someone that works at this particular company, but it could be, someone else, right? Not saying I'm hating on it. It was just why, right? Like why? So, anyways. So they asked me, and I'm like, oh, you know what? Let me do that for you. Now I'm supposed to be clocking out of work right at this time, literally about 5 minutes left of my job, um, and so I'm like, okay, let's go. Now, they didn't give me much. This woman is obviously, I'm not trying to do any ageism, but just to kind of just give you an idea. I mean, it had to be like 70 plus at least, at least. She could not move fast. She was not able to, if you asked her to do jumping jacks, she probably would not be able to do jumping jacks. And very frail, if you will. And, I was like, okay, cool. And then as I was walking outside, the mother and the daughter was there too. And this daughter is probably like maybe like 8, 9 years old or something. So she was okay. And she looked at my name, Ray, like, okay, she's your responsibility. It was odd how she said that. Now, anyone could say anything, obviously, but it was just why she say that of all things. Like, she's now my responsibility. And so I'm like, okay, no problem, ma'am. And I was trying to ask and be polite. And this is like kind of sprinkling now, more of a mist at the time. And trust me, it does start raining even harder. However, it was like kind of like barely sprinkling. And this woman was with me. I'm like, well, ma'am, where is she? And she was saying, she goes, oh, sorry, I don't want to sound like rude, but let me just kind of just paraphrase what she was saying and how she was saying it. She was like, oh, when I was out shopping, like I didn't realize that it was going to be so dark so soon. She's like, all of 1 minute I was shopping, then all of a sudden now it's so dark. So, so that's what had happened. And so I asked her, okay, what kind of car, what color, and something that could help. So I'm like, all right, well, where did you do? You park your car really far away? It didn't seem like the communication was really there. It was really hard. I tried to do my best, I tried to get anything I could. Now, a lot of them have alarms, so I would have thought maybe at least I can hit the alert button or maybe try to set off the alarm from the keychain and we could hear it and go from that route. No, she does not have an alarm on her car. So I'm like, okay, that's great. I asked her if she parked close or far. She said it had been relatively close. Now, we were walking kind of far, like more midway into the parking lot, getting a little bit out there, and it started raining. And I was asking, oh, like, well, do you remember when you were at, at this place? And she's like, well, no, I didn't shop there at the place that I was at. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, so you really didn't park close to, this particular establishment. She's like, oh, I was over at this other location, which is like this little shopping center. I'm like, oh, okay, well, let's go over there. And so we started moving around, and I could not find this car, this color, or anything. And I ran like almost everywhere. Now I was already had like a bad day. I was outside in the rain for a good portion of my day. A lot of not good things happen, being told things, what to do, and it was just already a very frustrating, rough day. And I don't know, it's like you're being tested a lot, right? You're being tested, and I try to keep everything cool. So, I try to be really good with this old lady. And as I was, going along this one side of the strip of this area, it was raining pretty bad. And I just to kind of tell you how frail this woman was, just to go up a curb, step up, onto the curb, up to the sidewalk of a, as if some shopping center, right? She almost fell. Now I held her. Obviously, she was okay. She didn't fall, but let's just say that's how it was. I had to like put my arm out like old school style. Like, oh miss, please grab my arm, kind of thing, and to help her up, and kind of walking her around, and I still couldn't find her car. Now, as I was walking up in the shopping center or on this particular retail, I guess, store, I had told her, ma'am, let me just stay right here. I am going to just do a little quick like jog, and just to kind of see, just to see, if I could see her car, instead of like going really slow with her. And she was telling me the last like 3 digits of license plate, and she during the time when we were looking, she like got her license plate wrong because she told me one thing and then next she told me a different different number, and then she like corrected it later again, and once I reinstated what that number was, the original one that she told me. So there's a lot of factors going on. I know you're like, Ray, what the hell is going on with this story? I don't know where this is going. Just trust me on this one. So as like I told her, ma'am, just stay right here. I'm just gonna just do a little quick little jog up, and really jog back. It would probably take me like 10 seconds. Um, Walking with her probably like 3 minutes, and I'm already past the time I'm supposed to log off, and I've already had problems with my job of me trying to work a little extra time for helping people in a sense, and not knowing when I'm supposed to be getting out of work. And so a lot of things going against me here. So I was running, and I told her to stay. I did this little like kind of square move where I'm like, I go up, I didn't see the car, went up this way, came back, went back, right? This was all no joke in a matter of probably literally 20 seconds. Now, keep in mind, I told this woman, this older lady, to, please just stay right here. Went to go check the little thing. Came back within 20 seconds, literally 20 seconds, guys. Gone. This woman was gone. Now, I'm going to tell you, she could not run away. She could not have done anything. My logical brain was like, she must have went into a retail store somehow. Something somehow, but she really was like with me. Like, I'm no joke. She was literally attached to my arm until I let her go so I can go and just check really quick, do my little like quick little yeah, and then come back, and she literally vanished. I did not see her. Now I kept my eye when I was doing this little square thing, when I kept turning, I kept looking back and she was there. Then right when I came and went back around to the same exact spot, she was gone. I went slightly into the retail store that I thought she could have been in, but like I said, this wasn't. If this was someone that was maybe close to my mom's age, which my mom's obviously older, and I would think of some type of logical sense, right? I would say, okay, well, you know what, Ray, you just missed her. She just gave up and left and just went. But I really doubt she would have. Okay, like she really was trying to find her car. Like let's being serious here. And I did see a security guard, and he was like wondering, "Hey, you okay?" Because he noticed the type of clothing I was wearing, so he knew I was kind of out of my zone, And he's like, "Well, hey, what's going on?" And tell him what happened. He's like, "Okay, I'll try to write down license plates. The next time we'll just call the cops, and they'll usually kind of do this little driving in the shopping center, and they might be able to find the car easier or whatever." And and that's besides the point, and that doesn't matter. It's not going to change anything. And obviously, logical sense, no, she didn't vanish, Ray. I get it. However, to me, in that moment of time, she gone. No joke, vanished. I did not see her. I looked around. I ran like up and down different spots, and it was this moment where it was just pouring rain. Like I have to go. I literally tried to find this woman. I could not find her. No trace, no nothing. Just vanished. When she grabbed onto my arm when she slipped, I felt something. I A new feeling, but I didn't know what it was, because obviously you get trapped in that matrix, and just like when you're a kid and you start seeing things or hearing things or feeling when people say chills or when spirits are around, the logical sense, not the one of the, oh, it's just cold air or you're doing it subconsciously, but at that point, how you start telling people and they're like, what are you talking about, you're making it up, or stop making things up. And then you grow up and you find other people the same experiences, and you start to realize, oh crap, this has been happening ever since I was a kid. Like, well, what is this, right? What is this? So this sense, when I was in the job doing all this stuff, everything that came out about, right? And when this woman grabbed onto me, she almost fell, something happened to me, something different happened to me, a different touch, a different feeling. I don't know what it was. Okay, don't know, but I just I don't know. I just thought it was just a touch. Okay, it was just a human skin. Someone I didn't know. Maybe this is like stranger danger, and whatever that feeling of touching someone that you don't really know, or you're not really like, like someone you know or someone you love or anything like that. It was just a little different kind of feeling. Maybe it was that. I was just thinking, logically, maybe that's what that was. I was just kind of rationalized within that quick, like, second. But after everything came about, it was like one of those slow motion things. When I came back, I didn't see her. Like, what's going on? I ran up and down like there's no way. Like I felt like I was in a movie or something. Someone was watching me, and vanished. And I had this. Obviously, I was cold outside, so I'm gonna feel chill anyways. But I had this like different sense about myself. Different something. Something happened. Something happened that moment. Don't know what. Okay. Whereas now I'm talking to you, I am getting chills now. Yes. And I don't know how else to explain it. This is only the second time I've ever shared this story. My friend sent me a text just like 5 to 10 minutes after this happened, and he wanted to tell me about an experience he had, which I was like, hey, dude, I got something to tell you too. Um, so this is my truth. This is something that happened to me. Now I know some story times are comic rated. Sometimes there's some scary element, but of course, for me, this was my own. I don't know, whatever you want to call element of life. Something happened, maybe divine, not divine, a test, not test with an angel. Something I've been wanting. Be careful what you wish for, right? I've been wanting not necessarily tests, but just my proofs, you know, just my proofs, of life, proofs of what we're doing. Sometimes you get stuck with things that you have to do, and of course, as you guys have known, I haven't done too many videos lately because I'm going through certain things right now, and once I, pull myself out of what's been going on, I will be able to, do things like how I wanted to. However, I feel right now is the perfect time to me being challenged. So it was like one of those moments where I felt like I was being challenged, being tested with everything and anything just that was happening all that day. It wasn't, I don't want to say it wasn't great because I want to keep reliving that ungreat moment, but just want to say, it was a great day overall. I had to face these challenges, little challenges here and there. It was just one after the other. It was just one of those things that like you just kind of surmount it to like a horrible day. And it was one of those things where when that happened, it just, at that moment, I still was saying, thank you, universe. Thank you, thank you, thank you for whatever that is. And I hope that woman, end up finding her car or what have you. Um, I, yeah. So all I know is she vanished. That was all I can say. No trace, no nothing. No one saw I was asking around. No one saw a old woman or anything asking about her car. No, nothing of that sort. It was an odd moment, odd moment. And it was weird because when that woman, the original woman who brought the older lady, the one who had a kid, when she brought her into my work, I was thinking, well, I don't know, she was trying to help her, but why would you bring her into my establishment, or the establishment that I was working at, my store, if you will? Why would you bring her there instead of going to a security guard, instead of going to a cop, going to whatever? Because there's other retailers around. This woman wasn't even shopping at my store, so it's like, why? I don't know. I don't know. She could have went anywhere, but for whatever reason, they had to go. Right? Whatever reason. Maybe it was to find me. Maybe it was for me to test myself. Maybe it is, divine source working through people, if you will, and to try to just test all of us, see how good our connection is. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's, something with this universe, with our own angels or guides, just trying to just find connections with all of us, whatever it is. So that was my story time with Cosmic Ray. And just to let you know, I will be doing more videos soon, And as I go, as I feel inspired and to do certain things, I will say that lately I've been getting a lot of downloads, a lot of things I know have been shared collectively with other YouTubers that I want to do videos. I'm like, oh no, no big deal. Like I'm not going to need to do a video about the sun or what I do, with the sun and about sun gazing. And then obviously I see someone talk about sun gazing, in my head, just thinking, I thought I was the only one who did that kind of thing, because, anyways, maybe I'll do a video on that. I don't know. I just feel like sometimes I don't like doing videos that I know other YouTubers have done specifically. Um, but yeah, I don't know if you give me, give me a thumbs up or let me know in the comment section if you've ever sun gazed. Anyways, maybe I'll do videos, or do a video on sun gazing. Cosmic surfers in this reality of life, in this collective consciousness, in this simulation, regardless of what's going on currently right now, we feel it's real because we're here. So let's just say in this reality, I value you in this life, and what you're doing, and my connection with you is your connection with myself. I'm just someone just sharing my experiences of life, of this simulation, of what we are going through. And, hopefully it may resonate with you, as I know that, I'm not the only one. I know there's going to be many people out there that are going to have similar stories once things are starting to be awoken inside them. And, woo! Sorry, I just feel something big is starting to happen, especially coming up in this new year, 2020. Just something big. More people starting to wake. I know that's going to happen in general, but just more so. I feel things are going to happen more on YouTube, or just people talking about their stories more. So, let's share our experiences with one another. I'm just one person, but together we are cosmic. We are consciousness. We are the universe. We are just cosmic surfers riding these, cosmic waves of life, and we just have to keep strong and just shine bright. Shine bright regardless. Now, like I said before about the lantern, be the light, not necessarily the lantern. The light itself will ignite, and it will brighten it up regardless. So be the light in the lantern, and it doesn't matter if someone is before you and it shines that lantern, because it's still going to brighten up the path for everyone. So you can always hold that lantern and shine it bright for everyone else that's going to follow you. So regardless of what happens in this life, please just shine bright. Not just to sound good or to be good, but just for yourself, because you have this light inside you. So just share it with everyone, okay? Just share it. You're beautiful. Now it's time for the whole universe to see it. Good night, my friends. You guys take care. Share your experiences. Oyasumi. Good night, Cosmic Surfers. Till we meet again.